I have a question.
Yes.
Why sometimes are we as human beings so stupid? I'm calling myself out here too. It's a question we've all thought at some point, right? Why did we do this? Oh, I'm so stupid, or, oh, you're so stupid. But now a new study says humans literally may be getting dumber. I'm not kidding. Research shows IQ scores have been steadily falling worldwide for the past few decades. Yes, researchers in Norway studied IQ scores of about 730,000 men born between 1962 and 1991. They found scores grew by nearly 3% every decade for people born between 62 and 75, but after 1975, scores started to fall. And this matches similar studies in the US. The question is why?
Well, I think...
If this is true,
did you just say it's the men that are getting dumber?
No, interestingly, so... we could talk about that.
This study. I don't want to be
This was not for people born after 75. Born before 75, they were getting smarter every decade.
Thank you.
If you're born after 75, that's when you've started to see a decline.
When were you born?
72,
Yeah,
baby.
Every one of us is born before 75, so at least we're all on the right side of the study. But that's actually called the Flynn effect. And so in the past, it's always been that each generation scores higher than the one before it. And so this was actually a really troubling revelation from this Norwegian study, but it's also been borne out in the US, like you mentioned, the UK, Denmark, the Netherlands, France. So this is kind of being witnessed around the world. And so people think that in those later years, what might be happening is that people aren't reading as much. There's a shift towards a lot more online. And even, believe it or not, nutrition is actually deteriorating because people eat so many more processed foods.
More junk food.
Yeah.
And, you know, intelligence, sure, you're born with a certain innate intelligence, but your environment, what you do, how you lead your life, also contributes.
No question, it plays a
when we
huge
talk about
role.
eating brain food all the time and using your brain, doing things that test your skills, reading, being...
I can say, getting personal, that unequivocally, I feel dumber now than 20 years ago. I'm not kidding. I used to feel like I was sharp as a whip, but now with all of the constant bombardment and yeah, it's true. I used to read more books, and I still like to read books, but now when I read them, they're on my iPad. I'm not trying to belittle the electronic devices, but I can be 2 pages in, like, oh, you know what? Let me read the latest this. Let me go check here. It's just your brain is constantly jumping from task to task. Yeah. I think 20, 30 years ago, you would be more focused on developing one skill set, learning it, and diving into it. I feel like there's just a little more, my brain at least, and I'm calling myself out.
So you're saying that you get so distracted so easily
yes,
that
no
you can't
question.
really finish and focus on what you're trying to learn.
That's absolutely, for me, that's true.
Interesting.
And so, you know, luckily for me, if I put all the devices away and I go out for a hike, then I center and I get back. And I don't know about other people, but I think there has to be some truth to the fact that in modern society, we're guinea pigs. You know, people used to be able to sit around a fire for 12 hours straight and just hang out. Now, 20 minutes in.
I know when I feel dumber is when I see a kid on a device like this and just can complete that task 100 times faster than I can, but that's a learned skill.
Correct, yeah, and I think that while there is so much more information to process now, and especially in the information age, you're constantly being bombarded with all of this information. Like you're saying, we're not really processing it. We're not spending the time to really think about it.